It's day 10 of my 30-day challenge to become a fitness influencer, and man, we have got a busy day today. It's currently 7 a.m. and I'm here in the studio, also known as the car in the work car park, but hey, it is what you make of it. But tonight I'm going to do another 5k. Shocking, I know, but it's now Wednesday and my last run was on Saturday, so it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's a few more days rest than I usually take, than I'd like to take, but you know, bank holiday. So tonight we've got the third in the series of continual 5Ks. We're going to be shooting the behind the scenes for this, the run itself in the landscape, the run itself in the portrait for the short form. We're going to do a little mic test in the short form, see if we can go live. I may be able to go live. My wife's cooking dinner, so I ain't got to spend time on that, so we'll see what we can do. And I also want to do a little bit of a actual resistance workout with the new dumbbell. So it's busy and I've got to finish off my edits. I did an awful lot last night, but when I export, it basically bricks my phone for like an hour. So I try and avoid doing it in the evening. So I'm going to get that done this morning while I'm just sat here. So let's skip forward 13 hours when I'm back at the field. And here we are, 11 hours later. We're heading over the field. I've got my little bag of tricks. We're gonna get some videos filmed and quickly do a 5k. Now I can't lie, this very nearly didn't happen. I'm pretty stressed out. You know when you just, every little thing is just getting at you. I couldn't find my tripod, so I'm holding it. And I came outside and it was raining. It has stopped raining now, but let's just see how we go. So the field is just up here. And the first thing I want to do is get this mic test recorded, because that's gonna take a little bit of time. It is 6:30. And I'd like to eat dinner at some point. I'm also very hungry. So we're gonna go and find a little spot, probably over there by them trees, just so we can film like a quick tech demo of the mic. And from there, I guess we'll just do a 5k and see what happens. So cut to the demo. There we go, so I've got the tripod set up there, and the general plan would be, I'm just gonna stand there and do, this is pretty much, honestly, just a bit of a plug for the YouTube channel, but it is. I want to see how the mic sounds on the short form. Maybe on the short form, TikTok and Instagram. So check that out as well. And as if summoned, a dog walker just appeared over the hill. It's fine. So what we'll do is we'll get this set up, get our angle straight. I'm probably going to stand roughly about there and just speak to the camera. So we'll see how we go. Of course, what you're hearing now is actually the mic audio. I am mic'd up currently, but I won't be shortly. So we just finished filming the mic test video. It's all right, it'll do the job. It's not the most polished video in the world, but hey, that's why you love me. I've just realised I don't know how I'm going to film my little sock pulley up intro for the short form run, because I don't have my usual tripod. This tripod I've got here is just way too big. It doesn't squash down enough to get the right angle. So I actually know what I'm going to do. I'm going to sort of lean my phone against the base of it. It's not ideal, but we could get that done, and then I need to stash my little bag of tricks in a hiding spot somewhere. So I'd be gutted if my £3 tripod and £40 mics go missing. I would like to keep my stuff if possible. I'm not wearing a mic, so I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I'm a little bit frazzled. Next step, run this 5k as best as I possibly can and blast some steam. I feel like I need it. I'm glad the rain's held off. I'm glad I'm out here, and this is exactly the time where motivation and discipline kick in, because I could have very easily not bothered. I could have had a little drop of rain on my head and I could have just sat on the sofa and played Fallout. I could have not found my tripod and I could have sat on the sofa and played Fallout. But making this content, if I didn't have content to make tonight, I need to make really. So I'm not a very good fitness influencer. I'm not making fitness content. If I didn't have to do this, I probably would be on the sofa playing Fallout right now. So thanks. Anyway, let's stash this stuff. Get my little sock intro filmed. Get ourselves around this field before it gets too late. Because again, I would like to eat dinner at some point. And we'll cut to the run. Right, I can't dress it up any more than what it is, but I am running away. It's really coming down heavy, and I don't fancy being the tallest thing in an empty field. So it's unlikely that run was going to be a PB anyway. Only got 1.3 kilometres done, but Better than nothing. There we are, back home. I do feel a little bit bad about literally running away, but yeah, I couldn't run in that. I guess I don't feel too bad. It's the first run in sort of the entire time I've been doing this that I've had to end. And we still got 1.3 kilometres done, so overall, probably not the worst in the world. I am glad to be home, to be honest. It's not raining now, but yeah. So now it's time for dinner. We're doing a Greek night, so we've got chicken in the oven, just made some lovely fresh tzatziki, and my wife is on a bit of a low carb kick, so I'm going to try and make some flatbreads, but with almond flour instead of regular flour that I'm going to use. So we'll see how that goes. Cut to the flatbreads. Unfortunately, it gets even worse. I've just come down into the garden to set up and do that mic test video, and it didn't even record the section where I had the mic on. I must have just not pressed record. So this day, unfortunately, has gone from bad to worse. We didn't get the 5K done. We didn't get the mic done. I'm wet through, still quite hungry. But hey, this behind the scenes is showing you the ups and the downs, the very, very low downs of this journey. So I'm probably just gonna have a little cry and crack on with dinner. The recipe is thankfully pretty simple. We just take 50 grams of almond flour. 60 grams of Greek yogurt, eventually, pinch of salt, and a quarter teaspoon of baking powder. And give that a good old mix. You should end up with a bowl of sort of dough, I guess. Squash them down in the paper, and then with varying levels of success into a pan. Probably easier to do it with your hands rather than mess about the paper, but that's why I do these things. We'll learn. I don't really know what to look for them to be done. Still quite sticky, I guess just leave them for a bit. Okay. I've left them a bit too long. You can see the vision. I'll flip it again, that's probably more what it's supposed to look like. Maybe let the other side go a bit too long, but I guess they're done. It's just flour and yogurt, isn't it, I guess? Give it a little taste test. It's quite hot still, so I mean, not too bad. This is a taste test of the flatbread. So not only do they look foul, they taste disgusting. That's a really strange. Maybe I didn't cook them properly. I don't know. I mean, they're quite fluffy. Got a sort of crisp to the outside, inside the bit gooey. I mean, actually, not too bad. If you're on a low carb and you're absolutely clucking, what?
Dip it in the tzatziki.
If you're on a low carb and you're absolutely clucking for a bit of bread, I can see this sort of scratching the itch. Dip in some of this fresh tzatziki. I'd like to try again, but maybe make them a little bit thinner. Overall, solid 5 out of 10. Anyway, we're going to go and try and enjoy this, and I mean, what a day. But remember, peaks and troughs. See you tomorrow.